Hello fish fools, Jeff here. So this is my quarantine tank. It's a 10-gallon. Has a bunch of fish in it. Earlier today I went to my local fish store and added some more fish. I already acclimated and released them. So 5 days ago I went to PetSmart and got some fish, and I even had fish that was still in here from maybe 3 months ago. But then tonight I just got some more fish. I went to Petco. So I'm going to show you what I got from Petco. Like, quickly we'll go through the fish we already have in here. So, red Eye Tetra, lamp Eye Tetra. That is going to be the permanent resident of this tank. So whenever fish come in and out through quarantine, once all the quarantine fish go into their new homes, I'm just going to leave that one fish in here. Never intended to get it. I got it from Petco a while back when I got some other fish, and that ended up in the bag. And these glow light tetras, I've had those for, those are the ones I've had for maybe almost 2 months. And then the last week I got that male neon dwarf gourami, looking good. And my very first betta, that's a female betta right there. And the Panagara, there's 2 of those, 1 of 2, I got 5, there's the second one. 2 of them were, unfortunately, died in the bag. As soon as I got home, they were already dead, and then 1 of them died shortly after being acclimated to the tank. And there's 6 green fire tetras. All those are still here. There have been moments where they looked nice and green with like red fins, right? Currently not at the moment. And I got 10 autosynchlas last week. And I think that covers all of those. And today, from my local fish store, I got 12 Rominos Tetras. One of them in here is looking like it's about to die. It's been kind of on its side on the bottom, then it kind of swims up a little bit and kind of flops around, which is unfortunate. And I'm not seeing it now, but there is one of the, that one back there looks like it's about to keel over. And maybe it is right now even. Let's see if it moves. But there is another one of the Rominos Tetras, has half a tail fin. Like the top half of its tail fin is there, the bottom half is gone. So who knows if that one will last. But hopefully the majority of them will, because I have 6 in my 84-gallon community tank, and I want to have a big group of them. So getting these 12 to add to that 6 to have a group of 18, I don't think it's going to be that, but maybe if I lose this one and one other, there it is. So see how that only has half of a fin, just the top half of its tail fin. I mean, it does seem okay aside from that, but I don't know how long, if that will last. I don't think it would grow back, or I don't know. Yeah, I mean, hopefully I can get at least 10 of these to survive and then add to the group. Alright, and also today I got 2 Siamese algae eaters from my local fish store. And there is 1 of 2 right there. So there is blackbeard algae on these sponge filters, so we'll see if they can eat that while they're in here. Clean those up. And that horned Nerite snail I got from my local fish store today. First time I ever had a horned Nerite. And this corkscrew bell I got in my local fish store. This Ludwigia rippens. And this red cap guppy, which is really more orange than red. And yeah. Alright. So then it was maybe 3 hours later. I already submitted a video, my last video, that showed those new fish that I got earlier today from my local fish store, but now I went to PetSmart later, and let's see what we got at Petco. Might have said PetSmart, but I meant Petco. So I did have in mind this first bag that I'm taking out. I did have these in mind. Yes, there's the Rominos Tetras struggling. Too bad. Alright, so I had these in mind. Got them from Petco. They didn't have any of these at my local fish store that I saw. So I figured Petco or PetSmart might have them, so they did have them a good amount at this Petco. So I got 6 of these. These are spotted Corydoras. Or peppered Corydoras, spotted Corydoras. So I did have these in mind. I never kept them before, but these are going to go in my 10-gallon wild guppy tank. I did have some green emerald Corydoras in there, but I ended up moving those to my 84-gallon so that they could join other emerald green Corydoras in there and have a bigger group. I didn't want to leave my wild guppy tank without any Corydoras, so I wanted to get those. Those will go in there. And then I ended up getting, even though I did just get that horned Nerite from Petco, I ended up getting 3 tiger Nerite Snails. So I recently lost my tiger Nerite Snail that I had in my 10-gallon my 10-gallon guppy and the hybrid tank. I had it for years, and then it disappeared, and I found it dried up outside the tank. So I wanted to get a replacement for that, and I ended up just getting a few more. Anyway, so there's 3. At least one of those will go in that 10-gallon, and I'll figure something else out to do with those, but we'll see if those eat this green diatom algae here on the front of the glass. And then these I'm really psyched about. I wasn't expecting these, but another type of Corydoras. I've never kept these before. I haven't seen these at a Petco or PetSmart, but I had them today. These are melini Corydoras, or known as bandit Corydoras. And there's false bandit Corydoras. I don't know which is which, but whatever it is that I have, I'm psyched about these. So I got 10 of them, and these are going to go in one of my 40-gallon tanks, one of my 40-gallon community tanks. So let's pop that in here. Yeah, look at those, looking cool. Alright, and while I was at Petco, I also got a new tank. I got a 20-gallon tank. They're having a sale right now. Petco used to be known for having $1 per gallon sales. I don't believe those exist anymore. Now they, what is now replacing what was the $1 per gallon sale, now they're 50% off. So those select Aqueon tanks. So I got the 20-gallon long today for $25, so it's 50% off the regular price being $50. And it's the 10-gallon tanks you can still get for $1 per gallon, essentially, because regular price is $20, so half of that. But when you get into the 40 gallons, those are, I think the regular menu price is $110, so you can get those for $55, I believe. And then 75s would be over 100. At 50% off, it'll still be maybe, I don't know, over 100, 100 and maybe 115, something like that. But yeah, anyway, so I did get another 20-gallon tank. I may upgrade one of my other tanks, or at least take what's in those, move it to a 20-gallon, and then do something else with what's in one of those. But I also got another Tetra Whisper air pump. So this is a size 60. So this was on sale. Regular price is like 34. I got it for 17. So it wasn't advertised at the store, but on the website I got it. So I may end up setting up some tanks, another tank including that 20-gallon that I just got, and I'm going to pump for it. Alright, so here's the new fish I got today. I'm going to acclimate these and then we'll take a look at them later. I also, in my previous video, I forgot to mention I did get some frozen bloodworms from my local fish store, so haven't had frozen food for a while, so I'm going to, once I acclimate these, I'm going to feed them frozen bloodworms, so we'll see how they like that. That's one sign of getting new fish, if they're doing okay, is, you know, how their appetite is. So if they eat, it's a good sign. So yeah, I'm going to do the acclimating, so get started on that and stand by. Alright, everything is complete. Acclimation is done. All the new fish are in their new homes. I have some frozen bloodworms here. Just gonna let them enjoy. See who's hungry, who has an appetite. So yeah, as they are in quarantine, they'll be in here for maybe a week or so. I'm going to give it a couple of days and I'm going to start adding some quarantine medications, and then once their period in quarantine is over, I will move them to their new tanks and enhance my already awesome community tanks with more community fish. So stay tuned for that. And remember, I'm Jeff, and I enjoy fishies.